Alright, let's see. Let's check it out. Yeah. Check it out. Alright, we good, we good. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Bright Kage. Welcome back to an episode. Well, stream. You get the fucking... Anyways, welcome back to Daxter. We left off here. We just got done with the brewery. Yep. Got done with that last stream. That was like a few months ago. Or some shit like that. I can't keep track. Anyways, let's continue. How y'all day been and shit, you know? I've been okay. Been chilling. Hold on, let me get over here. My audio? No, my audio, my game audio, that's what I meant. Oh, holy shit. There we go. I don't know why it sounded low. Weird. Yoink. No! Oh, come on! Ah, fuck. I got it. Yeet. This place has a lot of cheeky fucking precursor orbs. I don't know why I clicked that. I know it's this button. The big fucking fish! Like 40 gems. I'm not gonna be able to do that shit. Mink, 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 mink. Mink. Ah! Damn! Already? Alright, bitch. Already. We starting off. Alright, bro. Yeah, fuck you. Cooked. Alright. Daxter, do you wanna. Okay. It's been a while. Don't judge me. Yeah. It'll take a minute for people to show up. You know, the usual. Ooh, you missed, boy. Thank you. I should change to this one. Can I get that? No, too high. Need fire. Yoink. Yeah, I need to get back to striker content. That's what I'm gonna do. Cause I seen the fam. They haven't been pumping out videos. Well, not all of them. Some of them are still pumping out videos. I'm just saying that I should get back into it. Because I've been neglecting strikers as a whole. Even though I have my own, you know, my own issues with strikers. And who wouldn't? Okay, new dream level, that's good. I needed that. Yoink. It was good, kill. Good stream. Yeah, man. Daxter, do you want to fucking... Thank you. Yeet. Oh no, it's already on. Forward. I don't recall Where's the well, that works. Hi. There we go. A bit fidgety. Think I go across again. Get more fuel. Now for this part, I gotta do the lower one. Okay. Yeet. Ming. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't like that mask. Hold on. Like I like Clank, but still, rather see, well, not Ratchet. Yeah, I like Daxter. Goggles. Turn that on. Anything else? Okay, no. I like seeing Daxter. Oh, you? When we getting a Jack and Daxter game, bruh? Or a Daxter fucking... Well, Daxter already got put here, but like, damn. Also, that's a big-ass fish. Well, we don't get enough floor! God damn it. Fucking Spyro and fucking... What's his face? That Crash Bandicoot gets fucking remasters, reboots, and everything up the ass. Meanwhile, Jack and Daxter is collecting dust. Imagine that. One of PlayStation's icons, one of their faces, their many faces of their community and shit. Like, what the fuck, bruh? Again? On stream. You shadow watching this shit? Aight. Fuck out of the way. Okay, I can't mess this up or else I have to go back here. Got it. Okay.
Hey, wait. You no bug?
No, I'm not a bug.
You too furry for Metal Ugly. Hey, you be Bug Squisher? You work for Osmo?
Yeah.
You guy I call.
Yeah, me Bug Squisher, you big lug. Now put me down.
Oh, so sorry, little orangey pal. Me Bruder. Me own fish cannery. But me nasty metal bugs eating all me fishy foods. Bruder lose business.
Well, that's what I'm here for. You can thank me now.
Ah, yes. Thanks I give for you help. But me main storage area is where most nasty bugs sneak. You protect that? You squish them all, orangey pal?
Yeah, I'll clean them out. Whew. As if the smell in this place wouldn't already do the trick.
You remind me of Jar Jar from Star Wars. Nisa thinks. Oh no, they're not from the same verse, no. You talking about Ratchet and Clank, Daxter, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and then what's his face? I can't believe what's his name? Because I know the game, I played it before. But I know Sucker Punch. Yeah, Sucker Punch developed it. No, that's gonna piss me off. I can't remember that. Damn, what was it? Yeah, he was like a raccoon. Bro, I'm gonna be pissed if I can't remember it. Like, it's in my head. I know what you're talking about. I just don't know the name. Oh, Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper. No, you don't need to look it up. Sly Cooper. I remember. Sly Cooper. That's what it was. It was Sly Cooper. No, they're not all in the same verse. Even though Ratchet and Clank did have an Easter egg in their most recent game about Jak and Daxter, but I don't know if that was in canon lore, like they can cross between verses, or that was just a nod to one of PlayStation's faces. The same with Sackboy. I don't know about that. I just know that Jak and Daxter has been the one that has received the quiet treatment. That and Sly Cooper. Which is fucked up, as it is. Because I'd say Jak and Daxter is one of the... It's like one of those leading faces of PlayStation. Like, you think about PlayStation, you think about Jak and Daxter. But in most cases, you probably think of Uncharted first. Or, you know, Nathan Drake, or... I don't know if Lara Croft counts as one. I think it does, because she was on the PlayStation 1 and 2. And I think 3. Yeah, it's, you know... I wish Jak and Daxter got another game. But the odds of that happening is kind of rare. No, it's weird. It's a very weird situation they're in. Like, I don't think it's a licensing issue. It's more of, do we want to make another Jak and Daxter sequel? And I'd say yes. You get a lot of money for it. Especially because Jak and Daxter has not come back since God knows how long. Well, that, and also I wanted to see another Daxter solo game, because, not gonna lie, this is how I got introduced to Jak and Daxter. I played Daxter first. Then I played Lost Frontier. Then I played Jak. I think it was 2. Jak 2. Or 3. I think it was Jak 2. No, like, you got some faces for PlayStation. They had many faces over the goddamn years, and Jak and Daxter was one of those golden age faces. Same with Crash Bandicoot. Even though it's debatably known that Crash Bandicoot is more well known than, well, Jak and Daxter. Which is, you know, I don't want to admit it, because I love Jak and Daxter. I wasn't a very crazy Crash Bandicoot fan, although I did play the original game. What's good, Raper? Welcome to stream, bruh. Like, yeah, man. Oh, what's good? Everybody's showing up. Okay, what's good, Vortex? Welcome to stream. How y'all doing? How y'all day been? Here to chill out with Raikage. Y'all haven't seen me stream in a bit. Ah, you bitch. You bit me. You bit me, Charlie. I play the original, bruh. One of my friends from here, where I live, she had a PlayStation 1. She let me play Crash Bandicoot on her PlayStation 1. I was like, yeah, I like this game. It's pretty fun. Like, yeah, it was a pretty fun game. I had no complaints over it. Not even the difficulty. I did get stuck at one point because, well, I was a kid. You know. You're probably gonna stream Hogwarts. I'll probably have to get back to Hogwarts too. Yeah, I'll probably have to do that whenever I can. No, man, but I enjoy playing games, bruh. You can never take games away from me. I just hate how, you know, some games get discontinued, or they don't continue with a sequel or anything like that. They just leave off as it is. They kind of just die out into non-existence. Which I'd say is the most horrible way to deal with a franchise of a game, especially when some games have 4 or 5 sequels and then all of a sudden no more sequels, no nothing. It also depends on whether or not they honor the original source material too nowadays. Because nowadays you're gonna get fucking studios saying, "Oh, you like that voice actor from that old version that was really good? Too bad, we're scrapping it. We're not even going to contact that past actor that's still alive and can still reprise the role, still has the voice. Nah, we're just going to fucking ring up somebody else for that job. Fuck it." Yeah, I don't like that. That's just shady shit to me. That's why I didn't bought the Final Fantasy Crisis Core game, because they changed Zack Fair's voice, which is the main protagonist of that game, and how I got introduced to Final Fantasy, and they changed his voice. Now he just doesn't sound anything like Zack Fair. At least they got the guy who voiced Sephiroth, not the original. Although the original was way better. They got the guy from the remaster of 7 to voice Sephiroth, and I think Cloud is the same. But yeah, man. Not much. Oh yeah, I do want to talk about something on stream if y'all are here for it. Because this has been an issue that's been bugging me recently. And not many people are talking about it. What I wanted to talk about specifically is that some people are suffering from anime fatigue. Or just anime game fatigue in general, because there's 2 things that I've noticed. There's the one type where you watch almost basically all anime that you got so bored, so desensitized from other anime that you won't even consider watching it. Then you have the other type where you're just tired of it. You got to the point where you don't expand on what anime you see, and then you just kind of put that same perspective into the other anime you've never watched before, and you got that same impression of it. I didn't play a Sly Cooper game, although I've known the Sly Cooper games. I played every other fucking PlayStation game that's exclusive. But Sly Cooper, I never played a Sly Cooper game, even though I was told it was fun. Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to like anime fatigue, there's only a few ways to go about it. You either, you take a break, then you come back a few years later, or you try broadening your views on different anime, or reach out to manga territory, which I did because I haven't watched an anime in months, I believe. Not years, months. Maybe it's almost a year, but yeah, months. Then I got back into anime by reading the manga. I got back to reading Berserk and Chainsaw Man. Then I broadened out and I read Fire Punch. So then, and then I'm just officially back. When it comes to anime, you have to have a certain taste to certain things. That's why many people don't choose JoJo's, because they haven't broadened their tastes yet, and they dislike anything that's new, or anything that they do new to them or original. They just full out just say, nah, that's just garbage in general. That's why I don't like people trashing on JoJo's, because you don't know what you're talking about if you haven't watched the anime. Although you can judge an anime based on the cover if you want to. I'm not judging you, but that's not a good way to critique an anime if you haven't watched it yet. So I'm just gonna say that, because I do watch JoJo's and I fully enjoy it. It is not as as this and that, and you know, stupid shit that people want to spew out. It's the same spewing shit that people say to One Piece and Dragon Ball and Naruto. Too many fillers, too long, too gay, yeah, that type of shit. Like that's not a correct way of criticizing something if you dislike it. You should objectively watch the anime and then put your critiques onto the line and see what you can criticize about that anime, what you like and dislike about that anime. I just don't like when people fucking have a general view of that anime and put it as their entire view of that anime. It just pisses me off. Because and then you want to call yourself a person that, you know, that critiques anime, and they do this as a job, this and that, and then you're just giving it false criticism. You're just giving the general audience what they want to hear. And that's all they're gonna hear from a person that just critiques anime, or just an anime they haven't watched yet, and they didn't give it a fair rating, or just the most basic of basic readings of an anime. That's what I don't like. Some people that say some stupid shit like NC Hammer, or I forget his fucking name, but he was saying some wildly stupid shit in the back then. I just couldn't believe a word that he was saying. Although I did support him over his Danzo takes, because I think Danzo is one of the most well-written villains in Naruto, at least manga-wise, because in the anime they made him look like a bitch. Even though he was the one that orchestrated the route and all that. So I do, like, you can't just, you can't just do it, you can't just have an opinion and half-bake it, you know? Like, I have to explain it. Fucking, yeah, like, you can not like the drip, that's fine. But, you're not... Here's the thing that I don't like, it's like, you don't like the drip, okay, but that doesn't give you a reason to not watch the anime just because you don't like the drip on it. You're bound to find somebody that has drip in that anime. Little that you know, JoJo's literally got... Their designs are based off of models, like fashion models and shit. And even their stands and everything, they're all based on music and model and fashion. Hell, the writer... Here's the thing. I'm gonna explain this to y'all, and y'all gonna say I'm not capping because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know how some anime writers don't like the public eye? They usually use a character they use to portray themselves in the manga or the anime, like how Toriyama used that robotic looking figure of himself, you know, or Gigi has that cat figure with one eye or two. I forget what it was. Usually they have a character to express themselves without showing their actual face. Well, the person that I've seen that doesn't do that is Araki, the person who made JoJo's. He actually shows his face full on. He doesn't care. He actually is very comfortable of showing his face. He even puts it in the manga with a little picture of him, explaining some things in his life that he doesn't like. So, like I think he was explaining a stand in one of the manga panels, and it was a stand that had something to relate to fears, and he put his top 10 fears into that manga panel. And Araki just, he's that comfortable. And I like a writer when he's comfortable because he doesn't give a shit about anybody else. And it shows a backbone to that person, because it was during the time where Kishimoto was getting death threats off the ass, and then the person who was writing Attack on Titan was also getting death threats over the last arc of Attack on Titan or some shit. I just know he was getting death threats up the ass. Yeah. For Araki, he doesn't really care. He just doesn't give a shit. And I like that, because it shows that he has a backbone. Of course, nobody's gonna say that to Oda, because Oda is just too nice. He's the I already died, I don't care. He's the... Basically, Oda, if I have to explain it to him, he's very... I wouldn't say... He's comfortable, you know? I like Oda, because he's very comfortable. He knows his fans and shit. And, yeah, he seemed like a nice dude. Hell, he personally handpicked the people for the Netflix series of One Piece, so... If you want to be mad at One Piece, be mad at the author who made fucking One Piece. I don't know what to tell you. Of course, you can draw a line between what was a right decision and what was not between the product and the writer. Like how Toriyama made some mistakes along the way, and some people do not agree with it. We're not gonna all sit here and fucking shake each other's hand and say that fucking Roshi fighting Jiren was right, and it was the perfect thing to do. No, it wasn't. It was just flat out stupid. There's there's not a single person in this world that will tell me that was the right thing to do. Make Roshi fight Jiren. And you thought wholeheartedly that was a good decision on the writer or the product's part. No, that wasn't a good thing. Like, you know, it rubbed people the wrong way. Like, why is Roshi fighting somebody that's clearly higher level than him? You know, no, I'm not trashing on Roshi. Roshi is perfectly capable when he's up somebody of his level. And he is pretty fucking strong, as it is, but he's not... When it comes to gods, you can't even put Roshi in the same category now. Because now, you have people... Because now that fight exists, and it fucks over the whole scaling of things. And don't even get me started on scaling. On motherfuckers who scale for their YouTubes. I don't... Here's the thing, bruh. Personally, I don't mind scaling. You can have fun with scaling characters and shit. And even if you make it your whole hobby just scaling people, that's good. Okay, fine. You can go ahead and scale. I don't really mind it. The problem is that when it becomes a problem, you know, when it goes beyond scaling, it just goes on to disrespect and all this shit. That you're not keeping in the same playing field. You're just being flat out disrespectful. That's what I don't respect you anymore. You know? It just, you know, it's not the right way to approach things. It's not the most humane thing to do when you're scaling stuff. You're just scaling a character in one instance, and the other you're just flat out roasting that character, or roasting another character from another verse that don't even have the same rules of that verse, and you still want to scale that person for no reason, just because you thought, oh. Yeah, this character can be this character. Want to know why? Because he's this strong, yada yada yada. And then seconds later, you'll literally listen to them debunking themselves because they don't follow the same rules as that verse, so they don't have to follow the rules of that verse. And why would they? Because it's not their verse. Like, you need to realize that some stories suffer from writer's pen. And what writer's pen is basically whatever I write, it's right on my half. I can write some completely idiotic shit. I can, you know, if I have to quote somebody, I have to quote Stan Lee on this one, because it's the writer that decides who wins a battle. It's not the other way around. It's literally, it all comes down to what the writer wants the fight to be about, in what you know, what type of battle, what environment the battle stays in, because some people need environment to win certain battles. Otherwise, they won't win jack shit. And I can't grab that for no reason. I don't know why. Yeah, some stories suffer from writer's pen. That they kind of collectively and creatively just had a block, and they can't really... That's how some characters they can't write off some characters because they're way too OP, so they have to came up with a lame ass way to get them out of the show. Because if not, they would cause a roadblock in writing. That's why Kishimoto got into a roadblock when he came up with Madara, when he was 6 paths. Because there was no feasible way to give him justice on how his death would go because he was way too OP. He just couldn't fit. He literally wrote himself into a corner while writing up with Madara in 6 paths. That he had to come up with a side story just to get rid of him. It just, some things make sense, some don't. And that's why people didn't like the war arc as much as the other arcs, like the one from the Pain arc. Or the... or just Naruto, the original OG Naruto, because OG Naruto should be in a category in itself. I don't think it should be related to Shippuden at all, because one thing doesn't correlate to the other. Yes, they do have the same design. Yes, they do have some principles of the first OG Naruto, but that's just the basis of that anime. They don't have the other things that made it good, like the constant life and death battles that actually had stakes to it. I'm not saying that the Shippuden doesn't have stakes. I'm just saying that the way that they portrayed it was better in OG Naruto. And this is not just nostalgia glasses bullshit happening because I wasn't grown on Naruto. I wasn't grown on Dragon Ball. I wasn't grown on One Piece. I wasn't grown to any of those anime when I was a kid, so you can't pull that nostalgia card bullshit on me. Because many people do that, and it pisses me off. They'll try to make that excuse, like, "Oh, you just have nostalgia glasses because of the yada yada." No, I examined both animes very carefully. I've watched them, God knows how many times, and I came to the conclusion that Shippuden is not better than OG Naruto. It is just not. From a story standing point, it is not good. And you'll see because there's so many inconsistencies in the Shippuden line. Just the whole fucking shebang. There are so many inconsistencies you can make up in Shippuden. It'll probably take you a whole month just to point out every single inconsistency that Shippuden has with its story and characters. And to some degree, some anime have it worse than Shippuden. I'm not gonna name them though, but I do know there's a many, and some of them are top-rated anime of all time. So I'm not gonna say which ones are. You just gotta make that. You have to come to that conclusion yourself. You have to figure it out. Is what I'm saying. Big ass fish. You're gonna take a bite. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, anime fatigue. Yeah. I can't really fully respect somebody who hasn't broadened their tastes in different anime. Between what is original or what is unique. I just don't like people who they had an overall view of that anime because the majority told them about something about that anime, like, oh, Naruto has a lot of fillers. Fillers, I don't like them. Like, you can just skip them. They literally made lists of anime that have all the fillers, and you can skip all of them out, and you can just watch the story. You don't have to watch all the fillers. You're not forced to. I'd say you're actually rewarded for watching fillers. It just depends how much you can tolerate of fillers. And that solely depends on you, buddy. If you don't care about the world building, if you don't care about that, just stick with the goddamn story. I'd say fillers build up the world of Naruto. But of course, some people want to focus on the story, and that's understandable. You want to focus more on the story rather than getting... Well, the story does broaden a bit of the world building in Naruto, but fillers help out making that world building into slice of life episodes. Hell, one of the fillers was fucking Mecha Naruto, for fuck's sake. Hell, one of those fillers was literally Kakashi fucking going up against somebody. Wasn't it Kakashi going up? It was a fucking badass fucking fight. Kakashi was going up against somebody in a filler. When you have fucking Rock Lee and fucking Sasuke fillers and shit. Like, you have some good filler, they're not all bad. You just don't have enough patience to sit down and watch those fucking fillers because you want to whine and bitch about it having too much fillers. Like, instead of complaining, you should sit down and watch the fucking thing you're watching and then critique later. I can guarantee you, though, people that say that Naruto has way too many fillers have not watched one of those good fillers that are in between those fillers. I can guarantee you that. They have not found... They have not even seen those good fillers. And there are good fillers in Naruto. If you're patient enough, that is. Or just look up a list online, because everything's online now, so you can just look it up. I just don't know why you don't give out the effort of looking it up, or, you know, having a subjective look onto the anime that you're watching. And then you want to call yourself a critic of that anime, even though you're not critiquing jack shit. You're just agreeing to the general audience, and you're not formulating your own opinion on it. That's what I don't like. And I hate it when people can't speak up for their own opinion. I think JoJo's is top 5. That's my opinion. Top 5 anime for me. It's definitely on my top 5. Either that or top 10. Now, just because you didn't watch JoJo's, you know, you shouldn't keep that general audience opinion over JoJo's. Watch the anime yourself, and then give your criticism. Now, what I will say is that you can't fully criticize the anime if you haven't watched it fully, because that's just stupid. That's like me watching OG Naruto, and then I'm not rating Shippuden, or The Last. If you're gonna do a whole critique on things that you're talking about, you should know it fully. You know? That's like me judging the Uncharted series, and I'm only judging the first game. It just doesn't make sense. And actually, you lose credibility for just doing that.
Okay, Orange buddy, we gotta take
That was good, Osmo, son.
You pull up beside him, and I'll nuke him.
No, I'm sorry I'm yapping, bruh. But I'm just pissed off at people, bruh. Yeah, like, people just don't want to admit that they're either lazy or they just don't want to watch that anime because of style preferences and shit, and that's understandable, but still, if you're going to talk about an anime and then somebody brings that anime that you don't like because you don't like the fashion in it, it doesn't give you a valid standing point when you're talking about that anime, when you're criticizing about that anime. Because you didn't like the fucking clothes in that anime? Okay. While you were enjoying the eye candy of the fucking clothes, you missed out on some good-ass fights and some comedy. Like, we're not here for the clothes. That's all I'm saying, you know? We're here for the fight. We're here for the story. If you wanna watch a show with clothes and shit, you watch a fucking slice of life clothes fucking anime and shit. There's probably one out there somewhere. You know, fucking, I don't know. I can't name one off the top of my head. I think there was one recently, but I don't fucking know. But yeah, and I'm starting to get tired of the slander that JoJo's been receiving, because JoJo's has done so much shit that anime nowadays don't even approach. Like this Araki, the writer himself, he focuses on music and design, and anything that he touches instantly makes it a JoJo's. And you can't down him for it because of that, because of its original tasting and his originality and all that shit. Because unlike the other anime that are coming out nowadays, they're basically a clone of something else. What you can say about JoJo's, the only thing that can be even related to it as a clone is Fist of the North Star, and that's it. That anime, that's the only thing that's the closest thing to Fist of the North Star to JoJo's. That's the only thing, the one thing. And many people don't even know what the fuck Fist of the North Star is. I know it. I haven't watched it, but I know it. I know about Kenshiro. And I know his design was made to make Jonathan Joestar, the first JoJo. I'm just getting sick and tired of people just slandering the fuck out of JoJo, but they haven't watched the anime themselves fully to make a valid criticism of it. Like, you can criticize it. I'm not saying you cannot, but to take your full opinion into account, you have to watch the full anime to give a valid criticism of that anime. Otherwise, you're just pulling shit out of your ass and just accepting what the majority audience is saying. What I'm saying is you're basically dick riding the main audience that avoid JoJo's without giving it a valid criticism or your own opinion on it. Without fucking calling the fans weird or fucking calling the fans just flat out stupid or this and that because you like something different. I don't get people sometimes. That's all I think. I think that's just stupid how you approach that. That's just my opinion on that. I think it's stupid that you would rather watch part 1 of JoJo and then not make a valid criticism. You make that your entire criticism of the entire JoJo anime because you didn't. No, some fans, they only watched part 1 in half. They didn't even watch part 1 entirely. So you missed out on some good ass fights and some story. But you want to make that your entire opinion over JoJo's. Whatever part 1 had, yeah, that overwrites Jotaro, the fucking Steel Ball Run, fucking Josuke, fucking even the one of the most quote unquote gayest fucking JoJo's with Giorno. And you still can't get that theme out of your head from Giorno's Golden Wind. And you want to fucking bastardize it by saying it's trash or it's gay or this and that. Even though, who was trending? What theme from JoJo's was trending the most out of the whole year? Was it Giorno's Golden Wind? Because I think it was. I'm going to say this: if you put fucking the Ultra Instinct theme and then Golden Wind from JoJo's, they will literally be on the same playing field of reference in anything that's content related. You'll see Golden Wind being mentioned 100 different thousands of times. Same with Ultra Instinct. The difference is the JoJo's fandom is smaller than the Dragon Ball fandom because, different tastes. That's why their popularity hasn't broadened out. That's why Dragon Ball has existed for over God knows how long. That doesn't discount fucking JoJo's because JoJo's has been around for God knows how long as well. If you want to look at the original OVA of JoJo, you see that it's old as shit. But the manga came out even before that. I'm not saying JoJo's older than Dragon Ball. I'm saying that it's old as shit. and you can't really put them in the same category as newer anime, unless it's the newer part of JoJo's, even though the manga and the anime has been long running. Now, my issue is, this is the main focus of my yapping session, that some stories need an end. Because I feel like some stories that have a beginning, middle, and end are the best stories, because it ends off there, you put the fucking book away and leave it to collect dust. It's a good thing that you do that. Because if you don't have anything else creatively to write about, just put it on the shelf and leave it. That's how I feel about stories. That's how stories should feel like, you know? But then you have some anime that stretch it way too goddamn long. Because it's not because they have more to write about, it's because they want money. It's not because they have more story to tell, it's because they want money. That's all they care about, money. Pumping more. And that's how I feel about Dragon Ball. Now, I don't feel the same because of One Piece, because I feel that Oda has that much to write about. You're telling me the person who wrote how many fucking chapters of fucking One Piece? That's more than Naruto and Dragon Ball combined? Yeah, he's not doing it for the fucking money. Do I have to remind you that they're literally going to fucking... They're literally going to revamp the OG fucking One Piece animation? The entire first seasons of One Piece again? Did I tell you that? Because Dragon Ball doesn't get that receivement. It doesn't get any of that. You get Daima, but you don't get a better animation for OG Dragon Ball. That's the difference between doing it for money and doing it because you wanna showcase the story in its full glory and you have more to write about. That's what I feel about One Piece and Dragon Ball in general. Of course, I can't fully say that because I haven't watched One Piece fully. I'm not even over the 100 episode mark. But I can tell you with whole honesty that One Piece has more to write about than Dragon Ball. And Oda, you know, and the people that represent Oda have fully respected One Piece's wishes and the fans. You don't hear a complainer of One Piece ever, unless the Bad Batch of them that exist, because every anime has their Bad Batch of fucking people, no exception. Every anime that you can think of has a Bad Batch of people. Even Death Note, even fucking Berserk manga readers. There are some that are completely fucking deranged. Or some people that think Casca deserved it, or Griffith is the good guy. And they still fucking read about Berserk. And they think Griffith is the good guy and Casca deserved all of it. I'm like, fuck off. Here's the thing. I'm not tired of anime. I'm just tired of anime fans as a whole, because I don't know why they just feel entitled to know everything about that fucking anime or manga and then shit on anything else that's not that anime or manga that they like about. Yeah, see? You don't... But here's the thing again. There is some that are stupid in some regard in the One Piece fandom. They exist. They exist. As much as you don't believe it, they do exist. Every anime has a bad batch of fucking people. Every single anime. There's not a single anime that you can tell me that people don't have a bad batch of people. Unless if it's older anime. And even then, you can still gain a bad batch of fucking people. What's good, Nye? Welcome to the stream. Every anime has their bad batch of people. There is no exception. Either it's newer audience or older audience, there's always a bad batch of fucking people. Always. Always. It's always been like that. Always. but Death Note, I don't give a fuck. Even in Death Note, people were saying that Light Yagami had all the rights to do whatever he was doing. Which, that's the issue, you dumb shit. That's the same line of reasoning that Aaron had. That people agreed with his view on stuff. And they didn't, you know, use their own heads and thought, oh, that's actually kind of fucked up that you do that, but we get why you did that, but it's still fucked up as it is. And no normal person would do that. Unless you're the edgy fucking dudes who are like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing type shit. That you think that you would go through with that. Yeah, no, you're not doing that. Shut up. It's weird. It's a weird bad batch of people. But that shouldn't shy you away from watching that anime or manga or whatever the case. That shouldn't make you shy away from watching that anime. The same way with My Hero, that you shouldn't shy away from reading it or watching it just because the fans fucking ruined it. Now, and I'll do you one better. There are My Hero fans that are actually pretty fucking chill. You just have to look for them. If you don't feel like looking for them, that's on you. Because again, you're picking the majority audience's view of My Hero. You're thinking about the fucking cringy ass fucking Deku and Bakugo fucking shippers and shit. And you're also thinking about the fucking how would I put this? The Deku with All Might shippers and shit. Yeah, no. It's weird. Like, you're allowed to fully criticize an anime or manga, whether you fully watch it or not, but it makes you more credible if you actually read and, you know, watch the anime that you're talking about, you're criticizing it, because it gives you more credibility and it gives you more ground to stand on, rather than just giving you a broad demonstration of what I saw in that anime or manga, rather than seeing the full picture. That's what I don't like. When you just you cherry pick an opinion that the majority had, and you make it your entire ideology for the anime or manga, which I don't like. Because that shows me you have a lack of showing your own opinion, because you're scared of the majority of audience thinking of what you're thinking. And that just shows me you don't have a spine, a backbone. I can't deal with those fucking people, because those people can't be fully trusted on anything that they say. They might spew some logical sense this way, then the next they spew some utter complete bullshit from their mouth, and you expect to listen to them just because they give you the general audience view of that anime or manga. If you want my opinion on those people, like people that shit on JoJo's without fully watching it, I'd say don't even listen to their full opinion of it, because they didn't have the well. Let me slow down because I'm stuttering, and it's an issue with me. So keep in mind. What was I gonna say? Let me think. I'm a bit slow. Just because you didn't watch the full anime or manga, that doesn't give you the right to fully criticize that anime in its entirety, just because you didn't like something of that anime or manga. That's not a valid criticism over the anime or manga just because you didn't like something, like the art style or the way that they're dressed. Doesn't matter. What matters is the story and the fights and how it's portrayed and its overall originality and shit. You know, That's how I view my anime and stuff. Of course, some people have different views of how you should criticize an anime or manga and this and that, but in most cases, they're either rooted in absurdity or just flat out bullshit. Because they want only what they want to hear from their fans and this and that. If I say Light Yagami, for example, he was a flawed character, and that's the complete point of his entire character, that he's a flawed person, and he's a complete asshole, and he's a deranged dickbag. People are going to start being pissed off because of it. Now, put yourself in the shoes of people that were being killed by Light Yagami. Don't you think it was a little bit, just a little bit fucked up? Even in Eren Yeager's case, it's the same fucking line of reasoning. Just because you think it was the right thing to do doesn't mean it was the complete right thing to do. What Light Yagami did can't even be counted as human. That's not the humane thing of going by things. You have to realize that flawed characters, or that supposedly they are the heroes of their story, they're actually the villains of their story. Now, you can like a villain. I'm not saying that you cannot like a villain. You can like a villain. You can like Madara. You can like Light Yagami. You can like Eren Yeager. You can like fucking Aizen, for fuck's sake. Now, what I don't like is when people actually fucking agree with their points. Like, they're a villain for a reason, you numbnuts. Like, some villains give you a more reasonable way of why they became the way that they are, and some just went batshit crazy and went the complete opposite of what a normal person would think about. You had Light Yagami fucking killing people left and right just because he thought he was God. And that's what gives him a superiority complex. That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. Because he's a human. He's not anything beyond a human. But he's doing things that humans would not do. And that's committing mass genocide for no reason, just because you felt like it. Literally, any human with that power would over abuse it. Any human. Oh, that motherfucker looked me the wrong way. What's your name? Yada yada yada. Oh, yeah, you're dead. Like, you have to think about this. Any normal human that had that would have a death note would overabuse its power. Now, that's what makes Light such a good character, because he's a flawed human. He thinks of himself higher than a human. He thinks he's God. And what happens at the very end of it? He's the result of his own downfall.
Daxter, did Simon give you my message?
He's a flawed character, and into his own right. You know? Now, but when you agree with a villain, to the point where you're flat out in delusion over that character, is what you lose track of me. That's like saying Griffith had all the rights to do everything that Guts was experiencing at the time. Oh yeah, Griffith taking Casca away from Guts, totally understandable. Oh, Griffith fucking Casca right in front of Guts, totally understandable. Like, what? Like, you have to draw a line between what you can agree upon and what's fucked up to agree on. And there are some people who think Griffith is a, oh, I like Griffith. Yeah, you can like Griffith. I'm not saying you cannot like him. Or Femto, whatever the fuck. I'm saying you can like Griffith. I'm not saying you can't like it, but agreeing with their life objectives and shit, like aligning to that, like, oh, that wasn't fucked up of that person to do. That just rubs me the wrong way. Actually, it's the same line of reasoning that people like Makima, but don't see how evil she fucking is. Like, when y'all think of Makima, what do you think about? Give me your honest opinion about Makima. What's the first thing that comes to your head when you see Makima? And this is a little experiment of mine to see how much you know about Makima. Well, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about Makima? From Chainsaw Man. I'm waiting for everybody to answer. I'll give you my opinion on it. I'll give you my opinion on Makima, and I'll see if everybody else has the same opinion or not. But I am 70% sure that some people are gonna feel like, yeah, I'll smash her. Yeah. I'll fuck the shit out of Makima. Oh yeah. I would love to be her girlfriend and shit. Oh, I love to be her boyfriend and shit. No. Oh yeah, she has cool powers and shit. Yeah, she's a cool character and shit. Like I like her character. Yeah. Here's what I broaden you about the Chainsaw Man manga. Even though I know that you've read a bit of Chainsaw Man, the Chainsaw Man manga again. The thing, yeah, everybody can, yeah, Makima is hot. You know, she is fit, she is thick, and she has a complex to her, and she's powerful as shit. Now, the thing that people leave out of Makima is how she's a manipulative bitch. And she's the worst kind of manipulative bitch. She's the one that will literally build you up to your highest point in your life and then crush you to the very lowest of your life. And that's what she did to fucking Denji. Like, I want you to realize how fucked up Makima is. She literally planned all of it. She planned Denji gaining more comfortable with people, like with Aki and fucking power and shit, like gaining affectionate with them and fucking being friends with them and having food, having this and that. And then when he comes to her, she completely destroys his whole view of it, because that's her whole idea, her whole plan of doing that. That was her whole plan all along. Build him up to destroy him bit by bit. That was her whole plan from the beginning, since the very moment that she hugged him, when he was fighting the zombie fiend, or the zombie devil. Now that's a different kind of fucked up. I'ma build you up just to break you all the way down. That's just fucked up. I will say, Makima is hot, but guess what? Hot doesn't compensate for what she will fuck with you, with your mind. She will emotionally fuck you over, and all that because of fucking cheeks. Hell no, bruh. That is not worth the cheeks anything, bruh. It's not worth your sanity for those cheeks. Fuck no. You'd rather have fucking Kobeni. You'd rather clap her fucking cheeks over the Makima's. At least Kobeni makes sense because she's normal. She's just scared of everything because she has a right to be scared. And they're fucking devils and shit. They're fiends and shit. Yeah, but Makima is all the way fucked up. You do not want to fuck with a person like her. She's a good character. Yeah, it's not real. Like, none of that shit is real. None of this or that. But guess what? Again, some people are actually like that, which is scary. There are women out there that will literally do that to you. They will build you up just to break you back down. And that I'm not saying that, you know, she's not real, but her type of women exists, which is scary. And that ends up being the worst type of women you can meet. Because it's the one that will never let you go. And it's the one that will literally emotionally manipulate you. Hey, hey, again, even if it wasn't real, guess what? The creator of Chainsaw Man came up with Machina because of a bully that he had. It was a fucking woman bully that he had. So that type definitely exists. Some psychotic ass bitches. Oh yeah, let me, what's good, Hashi? Welcome to the stream, but hold on, let me read. Say we were wrong. Writer didn't intend on put any moral dilemma. The thing is, with Death Note, whether you put a moral dilemma or not, he's a human, and by default, he's gonna have moral dilemmas, whether you like it or not. That's where the story narratively goes. Because you're seeing a human gain a power of a god, basically, to just kill anybody by knowing the name of that person.
Termite mounds are the problem.
And then you could choose how they fucking die. When they die, how they die. You are basically God. But the problem is when you start to think you are God and you forget about your own mortality. That you're not invincible. You can die. What I like about Light Yagami is how ingenious he is. Because with most people, they would be flat out fucking stupid and they don't cover their tracks. I like Light Yagami of how ingenious he is. That's what I like about his character the most. Is how he articulates and he functions under pressure. That's why I find fascinating about Light Yagami is how he's able to keep a cool head over pressuring circumstances that are life and death. Because if he's found out, he's gonna be fucking killed, sent to the chair, because he killed a lot of innocent or not innocent people. Whether they did a petty crime or not, he could just kill them because he felt like it. And that poses a moral dilemma for any other human. Because any other human would approach that differently, depending on that human. Tell me again, would you think a convict, like let's just say a fucking, well, we'll just say this, a school shooter, for example. You think a school shooter of that magnitude and has that book wouldn't go fucking ballistic with it? He will write up every fucking classmate that he knows and every teacher that he knows by name. Like, whether there was a moral dilemma to Light Yagami or Death Note in general, there was always going to be a dilemma to it, because story-wise, that's what's happening. It's a human taking control or taking the reins of a god, or taking the powers of a god to manipulate to his own gain. He's able to kill all people before they even put the pieces together of who the perpetrator of these mysterious deaths comes to. He's a slimy bastard. But he's a smart slimy bastard, you know? Yeah, and another thing I want to point out to people that I don't think many people talk about this when it comes to anime and manga stuff, but when you have a human character, because there's a lot that they're not human characters, that there's like a lot of anime and manga that don't relate to human characters, even though that's the most relatable path to take because humans are relatable, and by default, you may be relatable to that character or that manga character, anime or manga, whichever one. You can at least draw a line of how relatable that character can be to you. That's the whole point of making a humanized character of a character. I can't say the same about Goku because Goku takes a different approach to that whole ideology because he's an alien, but he goes in the same line as Superman, where he learns to be a human. He learns about human emotions, human empathy, human everything, basically. And also, I have to point this out, Saiyans are not that far off from humans. They do have different traits to them, okay? But remember, pals, what is their form? What do they grow with? They are primates, just like us. They are primates. Of course, they have the Ozaru form, this and that. But the basis of Saiyans are humans. They are literally direct. It's either one way or the other. Either humans are direct descendants of Saiyans, or it's the other way around. Because they're both primates. They both stemmed off over a long path of evolution into primates. Of course, some have different stakes than others, and some have different power levels than others because they're not the same. They're primates, but not the same type of primates. You get me? Yeah, they like to invade, they like to destroy, bash, maim, everything, all the 9 yards. But here's when it gets interesting, because Goku, he is one of the few Saiyans that grew up as a human, or he grew up with human customs to it, and all because he hit his head on a rock that literally fucking made him have amnesia. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that's gonna blow you out of the fucking water with that. What's the one being on Earth that kills most creatures in the food chain? What is the one being that extincts animals by choice? What is the one animal that can think for themselves? That can They know perception. They know how big the universe is. They know they know to think inwards into themselves. Yeah, humans. Humans do. And guess what? Humans are rooted by destroying ourselves. Us humans, we are rooted and coded to destroy ourselves. Think about it. Anything that we built, we destroy. Anything that we destroy, we rebuild. It's an endless cycle of just doing the same shit as a human. And guess what? Guess what happens when a Saiyan gets defeated in battle? They come back stronger. Now here's the line I'm gonna draw for y'all. When you're in a fight, as a human, you know, in real life, when you're in a fight, obviously, if you've never been experienced in a fight, your bones will most likely shatter and break and whatnot and whatnot. But here's the thing. By putting your bones and your muscles under tension and under certain circumstances that require that amount of, exercise and that shit, your muscles will grow and reinforce themselves to adapt to that kind of rough treatment, the same way that your muscles do. Your bones and your muscles will adapt to that harsh environment, so that when you're punching a punching bag after 10,000 times of punching it, you no longer feel the pain of punching a hard punching bag. And that's rooted in your bones, because your bones are literally coded to adapt to whatever hard surface you came into contact with your bones.
Things are heating up outside the city, Daxter. You need to get back to the power station and get on top of it.
Well, I'm not talking about the cellular adaptation. I'm talking about just full on, just regenerate. Our body literally does regeneration for us, whether it be the cellular level or to the bone structure. When it comes to cellular level, it's not really cellular level, because if it was cellular level, we can regenerate full on organs from being highly damaged or fatally damaged or anything like that, because it would have to be very small. When it comes to bones are a different type of material that has their own properties to it. Bones usually adapt themselves in harsh environments. That's why you see people punch harder objects or harder surfaces, and then they don't feel nothing, because they punch it over 1,000 different times, bled themselves, they have scars, they have this and that, but their body literally fucking adapts to that. Okay, you're a medical student. Okay, that's good. But here's the thing. When it comes to cellular like adaptation to adaptation. Yeah, I got it correct. That means it was in the lower level. We're talking about white cells. That's what I think about when you talk about cellular adaptation, because with white cells do what your body needs. But here's the thing. There are some things that cellular adaptation fucks over your body, because there are some diseases that we humans have, that my mother has, actually. My mother has a disease where her white cells keeps working on her body, but there's nothing to repair, so it leaves her body exhausted. She's always exhausted because her white cells can't tell what is damaged, so it keeps regenerating the body. I can't say the same about bones, because bones act differently.
If we
That's what I
keep
mean.
meeting like this, people will start to talk.
If we don't stop this metal bug infestation, there won't be any people left.
No problem. Then it'd just be you and me, baby. Starting civilization all over again.
Oh, it's not in the cards, Fuzzball. Still, you are useful in handling the smaller problems around here.
You give me my
Smaller, ready for a
upgrade?
real toy, if you've got the fur for it.
Thank you.
That's an ultrasonic attachment. It's experimental.
Experimental? Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Hey, watch where you point that thing. I don't actually know what it does.
It's in good hands, baby.
Alright, thank you. No, the white cell's trying to repair what is not damaged. That's what I meant. The white cells act as if something is damaged, but there's nothing to repair. So it keeps working my mother's body, and it leaves her exhausted because her white cells are constantly working. But there's nothing to repair. That's what I meant. That's like if you never got a cut from something and your white cells are still acting upon it. Even though there's no cut, there's no nothing. It keeps acting on it. Yeah, it's unfortunate for my mother that she has that.
Ah, you again. All
But
right.
she
I set a trap to
keeps
catch you
chugging.
and end this mess. But
She's a strong woman.
the bait. That's
She's strong.
where you come in.
She's the IRL Kushina. She's strong as shit.
The trap is.
She has that condition and she lives day by day with it. So, you know, it is what it is. I just hope I don't have it too, because that would suck. Yeah, basically. She got Hashirama cells. But she had a downside to it. That No, you know what it is? She has the 100 healings jutsu. It constantly keeps healing her. That's what it is. That's not Hashirama cells. It's 100 healings. That's like the biggest downside to 100 healings. Was it 100 healing or 1,000 healing? 100 healing, so fuck it. I can't keep track of Naruto. Yeah, I think it's something like that, Hashi. Yeah, cellular regeneration. Ugh. Oh yeah, she fighting. She's a fighter. She definitely has fought other bad shit in the past, but she's strong. She can hold up. What are they talking about? Oh no, her condition, it's forever. You can't get rid of it. Like, her condition, it can go into a pause. I think it's called a remission. Where, I think she's in remission right now. Her body's not doing that right now. But her condition, it can go in remission, where it pauses, but it never goes away. It just pauses. It's not repairing her body, but it does pause. But it does come back after some while, or it stays paused forever. But that condition, is a life thing. You can never get rid of it. There's no way of getting rid of it, as far as we know. It's a life thing. You have to live with it. Or unless we have a way of of fixing that condition in the future or whatnot. No, but she can pull through. She's in remission right now. She's good. I think she's been in remission for around a month, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, me. Or the white cell can't stop because the police that stops doesn't exist in her body. I think so. Yeah, that there is no police, quote unquote, to stop the white cells from repairing her body. She doesn't have the police to stop it. Otherwise, she wouldn't have the condition in the first place. Wasps. I tried to do a research, but I couldn't find anything if it was genetic. I didn't see it. Doesn't. I don't think it said it was genetic. So I'm gonna pray on it. It is not genetic, at least. Because I don't show symptoms. I haven't shown symptoms of having that disease. So I think I'm good. But even if I did, you know, I would just have to live with it, you know? It is what it is. If life want to nerf me, that's just how it is. It don't matter. As long as I'm breathing, as long as I'm keep moving, hey, it is what it is. Another day, another dollar. It don't really matter if I had a condition, if I had cancer or this and that. As long as I'm breathing, it don't matter. Mink, 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 bitch, mink. Alright. Fucking music. Thank you. Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay, so you say it's genetic, although I don't show signs of having it, so maybe I didn't get it. It doesn't matter. Don't matter if I have it or not. There's not much I can do to combat it. I don't know. I don't know if my dad has that fucking... I don't know. I don't know if my dad has it. I could honestly give a shit if he had it. Well, he's not dead, so... that's good. I guess. Yeah, I don't know if my dad had it. I don't think so. My grandmother doesn't have it. It's only my mother that has it, really. Is the right way to go? I think so, but I need to check back here. So like glitchy fucking saw that. Yeah, only the strong survive type shit. But don't be saying that. Don't be undermining the weak. The weak can be strong too if they really wanted to. They put their mind to it. Oh yeah, there was things up here. Fucking knew it. Thank you. Aha! There was some other shit back here. Oh, hello. The exterminators out here, bitch! Mink. Get rid of my bug. There we go. Yes, sir. Mm-mm. Suppressors expensive. No, she doesn't buy suppressors. It just comes naturally. It just stops. She doesn't take anything for that condition. I just don't think she does. She just you know, she's just fucking, you know, she just waits until it's gone and it's gone. Whether that makes sense to you in a scientific level, I don't know. I died and I have to do this shit again. Okay. Might as well. Mink, mink, mink. Mink, 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 mink. Yoink. Oh fuck. There you go. Yeah. I already got. Did I get the thing? Yeah, I did. Okay. Looks like these two cursor orbs. Better head the right way. Which way was it? Wasn't it this way? I think so. Wait, was it this way? No, it wasn't this way. I'm going backwards. No, she probably has medication somewhere. I haven't checked it personally. She probably has medication somewhere. Like she takes a few pills or some shit. That's not my area. Like it concerns me, obviously. But you know that's not my area, so I can't really tell. My guess she does take medication. I just haven't seen it. I think I was going the right way, or I'm just stupid. Okay, wait a second. Did I? Well, I'm getting confused already. God damn. Which side did I come from? Wasn't it this way? Did I just jump from here? Hold on. Yeah, I jumped through here. Through here. I think I was going the right way. I think this is the right way to go. Yeah. Thank you. Can't really see shit. There we go. Ah, you bitch. Ooh, that would have been bad. Excuse me. Elevator. Mink, 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 mink. Mink, 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 mink. Oh shit. In the box. Mink. Mink. Mink, mink, mink. Thank you. I just want to complete this level, that's all I want to do. Mink. Oh, I'm back here. Oh. I'm missing 10 of those fucking eggs. Well, shit. Where did I miss 10 eggs? Where are these 10 eggs? But yeah, man. If you haven't considered it, please watch JoJo's. The first, you know. Yeah. We Sun and Moon. But yeah, man. Fucking try out JoJo's. First season is always gonna be slow, but when you come back full circle, you're gonna realize how good it was. That's how I feel. Because now I fucking... If you want to know something about me, I love Part 1 JoJo. I didn't like it the first time I saw it, but then I came back to it, I'm like, yeah, this shit good. Actually, you know what? I'm willing to say it. One of my favorite characters is Jonathan Joestar. The first JoJo. Because he is such a fucking tank. Like, that show got me hyped for a lot of things about anime. And also the themes. If there's one thing about JoJo's, they never sell on the themes. Almost every intro to JoJo's is a certified fucking banger. Because Araki knows about music, and he literally puts music names into the stands. So he knows what he's doing. I mean, for fuck's sake, he gave us Golden Wind from Giorno. If I had to explain JoJo's in a very simple way, imagine any bad Sonic games, but they had a fire-ass soundtrack to it. I'm not saying that JoJo is bad, I'm just saying that even if you call it bad, you can't call the fucking soundtrack bad. JRPG. Remind me again what a JRPG, what kind of franchise are JRPGs? Because I might know a few. If you can, please. You can remind me some of the JRPGs. Oh yeah, I know Persona, yeah. I played 4. And I know a bit of 3. Fuck. Yeah, I know Persona. Yeah, I played it. I like it. Yeah, it's the same thing as JoJo's, where even if you didn't like the game, the soundtrack, you cannot literally say anything about it. It's really good. Or Octo... No, I not played Octo Traveler, no. I didn't play that one. That I did not... I have never heard of. Demo. Oh. I went around the goddamn circle. Goddamn. In Devil's Persona. Okay. I'll probably check it out. Do I keep going to goddamn circle or am I seeing colors? What the fuck? Okay. Okay, no, I'm not going around the circle. Goddamn. I'm just losing my head. Great. I have to look at that. I definitely look at that. I have some games on my bucket list. I have some games that I am going to be streaming them when they come out. Especially October. October is going to be the fucking month full of fucking games that I need to play. Like, good God.
Nice work. With all those squish bugs, the queen should be on her way. Now all you have to do is go wait at the trap.
Now, what I really want, if Disney fucking allows it, is that they port over the PSP and the PS2 Ratatouille games on PS5, please. Because I will most likely be streaming those. Yep, they're coming. Yeah, they come for us in October. I then looked at my wallet and I cried. My wallet tried running away. I said to my wallet, "Where you go, I go."
Daxter, the readings are off the chart. Watch yourself.
Alright, boss time. Alright. Alright. Mink. And another. Oh, I got stuck for a second. The fuck? Come here! Alright, here we go. Ooh, that hurts. Nah. Ah, whoa, the pie. No, you ain't. Ow. Stop it. There we go. Knock it off. Mink. Yeah. Well, back to human emotion. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to go back to that anyways. Yeah, I wanted to say that automatically you're gonna relate more to the humanized character, to the human character, more than you would to an alien character.
I'm back in business. No more queen bug. You can go now.
But it also depends on how you portray that character. If they have human-like dreams, or human-like goals, or human-like attributes, or their mannerisms and all that. You know. Mm-mm-mm. The funny thing is, again, that fucking Tsushima game, Yote. I don't think I'm saying that right, but that game is gonna overshine the fuck out of the new Assassin's Creed. I'm saying it right now. That game is gonna outshine that Assassin's Creed game. I'm calling it right now. Oh wait, I have to go to that other place. Fuck. We gotta go to the lumber mill.
All right, well, you came to the right place. There are huge bugs dropping disgusting eggs all over. We set up bug zappers, but everybody's afraid to man them. No, I do it myself. But I have carpal tunnel.
Let's see how long we've been going. Yeah, I think that's good. But hey, man, I want to thank everybody who come up to the stream. I gotta go. I want to thank everybody who showed up. Hashi, Gentuzaki, Knight. Who else was in this? Yeah. I know Kidomaru was in here. Shout out to him. Vortex, Reaper. Tight shit. And shout out to everybody else who didn't show up. It is what it is, man. I will be dropping a stream, not tomorrow, or well, actually no, maybe tomorrow, maybe. We'll just have to see, my boy. We'll just have to see what I'll pump out, you know. But anyways, hey, it's been the Bright Kage. Signing off once more. Peace, y'all.